return in 2027, where we will all gather to also celebrate the first 50 years of the franchise. And we'll be doing it in Los Angeles, California, April 1st through 4th. We hope to see you there. Thank you, Japan, for your hospitality. And of course, may the Force be with you always.
Daiwana Wanga, welcome back. Now that Star Wars Celebration Japan is over, I want to take some time to talk about the next Star Wars Celebration. I'm seeing a bunch of comments and questions being posted all over Facebook about tickets, location, how does it work, all sorts of different stuff. Uh, I've been to 5 celebrations now. So, what I want to do is I want to kind of set up a little bit of a series that runs up until celebration, just to talk about the news that drops, talk about the process of getting ready for celebration, to help those people that are newer, to help returning celebration goers, and just to kind of get hyped for the event. We have 2 years, but we still have a little bit to talk about right now. So, not a whole bunch, but we'll cover what we do know. And I want to try to get some of the questions I'm seeing answered for those of you that maybe have never gone before, or you're just trying to figure it all out, because Celebration doesn't really update their website or give you too much information before we actually um, start getting close. So, first thing is, you saw in my video, dates for the next celebration is going to be April 1st through April 4th, 2027. So, we've got less than 2 years to prep and get ready for this next celebration. It is going to be held in Los Angeles, California. Now, I'm seeing some confusion around this as well. It's not going to be Anaheim. It's not like 3 or 4 years ago. It's not Anaheim, it's LA. So it won't be at the Anaheim Convention Center, which is right by Disneyland there. It's gonna be at the Los Angeles Convention Center. And I'm seeing some people talk about a new one and stuff like that. I looked into that. It looks like they're really just um, adding a significant expansion. So it's gonna be the LA Convention Center that we already know, as far as I'm aware of, but it is not going to be in Anaheim. It will be in LA. The other thing, the most popular thing I'm seeing people ask is about tickets. When are tickets going to go on sale? How can we get tickets? When can we get tickets? Tickets are not going to go on sale anytime soon, historically. So, just for the sake of being consistent, I would say probably about 11 to 12 months out from the event is when we are going to see them drop tickets. So, they dropped tickets in very, very early May, within the first couple days of May for this celebration. I would say it's probably going to be somewhere around then. I would get on Star Wars Celebration's Instagram and Facebook. That seems to be the best way to get news from them quick. You can sign up for their email newsletter at StarWarsCelebration.com, but Facebook seems to be pretty good for it, and Instagram's pretty good for it. But I would not expect tickets to drop until about May. Now, the cost of those tickets, I'm going to share with you the cost that we paid to go to Japan, as well as what the tickets are and the different levels of them for those of you that have never been there. So there are several different ticket types. The top one is the Jedi Master VIP. This is the end-all be-all type of ticket. It also comes at the highest cost. Now, tickets in general, all they really get you is entrance to the event. That's all they're going to get you. They get you entrance to the show floor and eligibility to get into the panels. So panels may have, past couple of years they've done some different things when it comes to how you actually get into the panel, but it doesn't guarantee you seats at the panel. It guarantees you entrance to the building. That is it, and you have to purchase them for the days that you're going. So the exception to that is the Jedi Master VIP badge, which gets you some early access to the show floor. It allows you to skip the line for the store, allows you to skip the line for the panels. It gets you guaranteed panels within the first few rows of every panel on the floor there. There's a lounge. There's all sorts of extra merch you get with it, stuff like that. These tickets are very, very difficult to get. They will sell out in literally seconds. So if you want to purchase a Jedi Master VIP badge, you need to be prepared to probably buy it from a reseller, unfortunately, because there's a ton of scalpers, and a lot of the tickets are allocated to different people, different organizations, things like that. And it's very, you can get on there in the first, what you think is the first second that the tickets drop and the Jedi Master VIPs are gone. So for Celebration Japan, Jedi Master VIP tickets cost $983. I would expect paying nothing less than 2,000 if you're going to buy them from a reseller. Then there's a 3-day pass. In this case, for Los Angeles, it's going to be a 4-day pass because it's a 4-day event as opposed to Celebration, which is a 3-day event. So the 3-day pass for Celebration Japan cost $167. So with it being 4 days, I would expect a bump there, and then I would also expect a little bit of an increase just because it is 2 years from now and prices only go up. I'm guessing they're going to be somewhere around 225, 250 maybe, but somewhere definitely going to be over $200, I would assume. You can buy single day passes. For Japan, they cost $59 for a single day pass. That's 1 day entry to the event. And that's only going to let you in that 1 day. And it's not a freebie. You're going to pick the day you want to go. So it's going to be a dedicated day of your choosing. Then there's a 3-day kids badge, which is $42 at Japan. So expect an increase there. And the single day kids cost us $20 in Japan. So again, expect increases on all these prices just because it is it's 2 years later and it's a 4-day event for some of these things. Now, when you purchase your tickets online, they will let you know whether they're going to ship them to you or whether it will be will call. This year it was will call. Historically, it's been mailed out to you unless it's after a certain date that you're getting the tickets, and then you have to will call. So they'll let you know that when you actually get the tickets. You also will have the opportunity to pre-order some merchandise at the time of the actual ticket sale. So the pre-order merchandise is not everything that is presented to us in the Celebration store. It's going to be a branded T-shirt like this one. Okay, it'll say Los Angeles. Hats, the specific lanyard, maybe some pins. It's really just the stuff with this brand. They'll have a separate store where they have more branded merchandise and things specific to this celebration, probably theming around 50 years of Star Wars, 50 years of A New Hope. So you will have the opportunity to get some pre-order stuff, and usually the pre-order stuff will either be mailed to you or you'll pick it up when you will call your tickets. Hotels. You're probably not going to be able to book a hotel now for this. What I would do is I would jump on some travel websites, jump on, find your favorite hotel chain or whatever, and see how far you can book out, and then use that as a timetable to know when you can book. You don't want to sleep on hotels. You will be shocked at how quick hotels book up for Star Wars Celebration, especially the ones very close to the con. A lot of people like to stay right there so you could just get up in the morning, walk right to the convention. There's people that line up 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Not having a commute is a big deal. And for those of you who are not from the United States, Los Angeles is notoriously known for horrible traffic. So I'm probably going to try to get a hotel that is either connected to the convention center, if there even is one. I haven't even looked yet. Or something that is within walking distance, half a mile, mile tops, so that we can walk there. And I do know there are several hotels that are within walking distance. So what I would do is I would check out some pricing for next April to get an idea, and then see how far out you can book and use that as a timetable to get your hotels. When it comes to transportation, again, driving in LA, traffic is going to be terrible. I don't think they have a great public transportation system, your best bet is going to be either finding a hotel that is close to the convention center or spending that money probably on an Uber. Now, when it comes to budget, I'm giving you the price of these tickets so that you can have an idea now of what you want to start saving. I'm telling you that you will buy things at Star Wars Celebration that you would not buy if it was on on the shelves at a regular store here. When you get there, you get hyped up. It's you make a lot of emotionally driven purchases. I have found that if I think I want something, unless it's the last one and it's at a special vendor and it's some sort of item that you don't see pop up a lot, if it's something there's a significant quantity of, if I think I want it, I'll put it down and then I'll walk away for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, keep walking the show floor. And if 10 or 15 minutes go by and I want it any less, I don't get it. Because there's so much to see and so much to do and so much to buy there that you'll go broke if you would if you try to get it all. And you just get so excited that you want to purchase anything you touch. I That's my system is, hey, I put it down, I give it 10, 15 minutes, and if I still want it at that same level, I will go back and get it. Um, but you will be kind of drawn to purchasing almost anything you put your hands on because of the level of excitement um, that Star Wars Celebration brings if you're a Star Wars fan. So when it comes to budget, what I will say is you will spend more than what you think you are going to spend. Food at the convention is very expensive. Um, typically you're feeling good, you're having a good time. You start buying, you get a couple beers or whatever. Like it racks up. I would start saving now. Set a budget for yourself and start saving now because you will spend more than what you anticipate when it comes to the um, a lot of the merchandise. But at least we don't know what that stuff's going to cost. But now you at least have an idea of tickets, and you can start thinking about that now. There's not really a ton more of information that we have right now. You go to StarWarsCelebration.com. There's going to be it has the Los Angeles banner, but all the info on there is still linked to Japan. So, that is you're not gonna see updates there for at least a year. Probably when they drop tickets is when you'll see the first update. So don't expect much there. I would get involved with some Facebook groups. There's a ton. The first one I ever joined was when I thought I was going to Orlando in 2017 by myself before my brother came. It's called Flying Solo at Star Wars Celebration. If you join, then tell them Wampa Diaries sent you. But that's a great group. Everybody there is super friendly. I would join up with some Facebook groups. Everybody's super helpful on most of them. Um, but most of the questions you are gonna see are gonna be what I addressed here. There's no other information out right now. So what I want to do is, as the event gets closer, like I said, I'm gonna put out a series to help figure out, hey, this is what we're hearing. These are the guests that are coming. These are the vendors that are being announced. This is some of the merch. I just want to, put the news out there, spread the news, and kind of build some excitement around it, so that we all kind of know what's happening because they're not always great at giving us information. So, if I can help out with that, then it's cool and it gets me more excited for the event. So I'm going to put together kind of a little series for this. Probably won't see very much of it until we get closer, but this would be the first part of that series. Expect a lot of lines and to spend a lot of money, but to also have a really, really good time. If you have any questions about Celebration, anything at all, drop them in the comments. I will answer them. I will get back to you. I will record them so that I can bring them up in the future for the series, so that they can get addressed for everybody else. There's no dumb questions if you've never been to one. It is an awesome event. I'm super super excited to go to hear about my experience in Star Wars Celebration Japan. Go ahead and click this link. That'll give you some insight as to what to expect. And I hope to see all of you guys there, and I'll see you around soon.